Hello everyone, and this is our very first tutorial, and I'm going to be taking you through a series of programming under the course unit of Programming Principles for Business. And these are going to be interactive and interesting series of tutorials. I'm going to be creating a 5-minute tutorial to show you how you can effectively program and build your own applications depending on what we study in class. Now for this tutorial series, we are going to be learning how to build our very own calculator, which is fully functional. I'm going to be showing you how we can insert buttons and we can make calculations. We can add up numbers, divide them, and they fully work properly. Divide the answer by any number we want, or even get the percentage of that number, or even clear the screen, and so many more. And this is a calculator. This is an application which is built and it has its own setup, and I'm going to be taking you through a series of how to do this by yourself. Now we're going to be using a program called Visual Studio. Like you're all aware, this is a program we are studying in class currently under Programming Principles for Business, and this is our welcoming screen, and we are going to be doing a language called visualbasic.net. Yes, now before wasting time, let's dive into it. Now on the screen, this is the welcoming area of the program. As soon as you launch it and as soon as it opens, this is the welcoming area of the program. And as you see, we have different sections of the program. Just like we covered, just a brief recap of what we went through last lecture, we have these buttons here. We have the open and create. This is where you open your recent project. As you see, these are the current projects we have been working upon, and you can click on any of them and open them, or you can choose to create your own project by creating on this project. Yes, now we have also these other buttons. They work as the same. If you click on it, it will load a new project and it will take you on the page, and this works as open the project. Now this is the welcoming screen, and in this case we are interested because remember, in this tutorial we are going to be building a calculator. Yes, that's right. I'm Ssendi Samuel from BBC Year 1, and let's dive right into it. Get the interface. In the next tutorial, we shall draw our first user interface and see how the clients are going to be able to interact with our program. Now, let's create a new project. We studied last lecture that you go on create new project and it will bring for you a dialog box. Oh, well, the program is a little, yes. After the dialog box pops up, in this case we are interested in Visual Basic. It should be highlighted under Windows, and we are going to be using a Windows form. So you click on a Windows form, and this is the area where you give your application a name, and in this case we are going to call our calculator the BBC calculator. Yes, now you name it BBC calculator. Yeah, BBC calculator. That sounds good. So that is our new application, and in this case you press OK. You make sure that is selected. This is the file name area. This is where you select the template, and this is where you select the language you are going to use or the project type. So we press OK, and after pressing OK, the program will load up all the necessary things. And for now we have a brief form, and if you are to launch it, we just have an empty form that will be popping up on our screen. Now, before wasting time, let me take you briefly of what the different properties and different controls do in this program. Right now we have, this is the screen, and under the screen we have different sections that handles different areas of our code. And under here now we have what we call the toolbox. This is very important for any programmer or for any person who is going to be using this program, because it has all Windows Forms controls, or buttons, or text areas, or labels, or a group box. It has all the controls you need for you to put on your application form depending on what you use. And we shall be using the button more often, the label more often, and the text more often. The checkboxes we shall see as time will enable us as we continue with our tutorials. Now this is the toolbox. It is very important. You just click on it, how to use it: you select what you want, like the button, then you drag and you draw it on your form. Yeah, but in this case I'm going to delete it because I'm just showing you how to go through the program. And under here we have what we call the menu bar. This is the menu bar which contains all the menu: the edit, view, project, build, debug. Oh, Skype has been updated. Okay, yeah, we shall ignore that for now. We have data format, tools, test, windows, and help. Under this we have different controls, and you can as well as customize this control and add or remove buttons according to your choice. But these are the default buttons that come with the program. We have here the new project, the open project, the save and save all. We shall be seeing what all these buttons do, but for now I just want to take you through. And this is the undo button in case you have made a mistake and you want to go back to the previous steps you have just edited. That is the undo button. And we have here the very important button of debugging. This is how you debug your program. You just point at the green button that looks like a play button. You click on it or you press F5 and it will debug your program. In actual sense, it will check for the bugs and it will try running the program. As you see, our form is already running to see if we have no bug attached to our program. Now we shall close out of that and we continue with the buttons. We shall be explaining them more often. And under here we have what they call the properties panel. The properties panel helps you to change the form label. For example, if you want to call it BBC Calc, the title bar of the BBC Calc, then it will change. As you see here, we have our BBC Calc, and you can change the font style, the background color with all these files. We shall be going through them one by one as time allows us. Now this is all what we had for this first, and then I'll close it by showing you how to save your project. You click on file, then you go to save all, and this will enable you to save every component or all the forms in your program. So you click on save all and it will bring a dialog box. Under this we learned that you can browse after selecting the name that you want to give and the solution for your complete package of the program. Now you can browse and take it to wherever you want. In this case I want to create a new projector under my folder under my projects, and I'm going to name it BBC Calc. Yeah, because we are building a calc for BBC. Yeah, so we're going to be building a calculator, and this is the tutorial. And we select that folder, we name it BBC Calc, and select the folder which works best for us. Our program BBC Calculator, and you click save, and your file is saved for now. Now remember, stay tuned in for the next series of this tutorial. This is the first tutorial. The next tutorial are going to be drawing and designing the user interface for the users to build their applications. Yeah, stay tuned in. This is your boy Ssendi Samuel, the bug or the code star. Yeah, stay tuned in and wait for the next tutorial. Thank you so much. Stay blessed.